No matter your age, working out is beneficial for everyone. Here to tell us more about his book, The New Fit, which is aimed at keeping fit after 40 and beyond, is fitness expert Aaron Leventhal. And I told you when we met, I'm beyond.
We both are.
All right. One of the things that I asked you about in the break was just that I find that I go in spurts, and that when I come back, and then I kind of go in a period where I'm not exercising, and then when I come back, I'm just really a mess.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
Yeah. So
just getting older?
Yeah, well, part of it. But two things, really. The first is, finding something that you really love. And the problem is there's so many things out there to pick from that finding the thing that you are connected to, something that's, sometimes it's community.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a great coach. Sometimes it doesn't even have to exist in a gym. It could be outside, walking, hiking. So really being connected to the thing, doing it for the right purpose because you love it, that's first principles of a good fitness practice. Second thing that you're talking about is, hey, listen, when I kind of fall off, especially as we age, it's harder to make our way back.
And is falling off common? Am I not alone?
You're not alone.
Okay.
Yes, falling off is common because a lot of times we're either starting in the wrong place or we're chasing things that really don't fit us. And that's why I really stress, like, hey, look, find the right starting place, start really slow, progress at a nice, even, slow pace, and then people tend to stay connected to what they're doing. It becomes more sustainable that way. Okay. Because it's really hard to go backwards. It's hard to fall off.
Right. Aaron Leventhal's new book is The New Fit. In terms of variety, does it help to have a variety of things that you're doing?
It does.
Okay.
That's progression, to learning new things. I can walk, I can hike, I can dance, I can lift weights, yes, because our body will adapt to things. So we need to constantly teach it new ways to move.
One of the things that you've really looked into and written about is exercise oncology. Yeah. And you have found this is something that's really important because so many of us are affected by cancer, or our loved ones are affected by cancer. What did the studies say? Well,
the studies actually, the Wall Street Journal just released a kind of a landmark study here saying that exercise can reduce the risk of all-cause mortality by up to 37%. Okay. And reduce the risk of reoccurrence by 28%. That's significant.
Right.
And what we're traditionally told when we have, and I'm a survivor, when we have a cancer diagnosis or we're in treatment, we're told rest. And we have to begin to shift the paradigm to move. Movement becomes medicine.
Because that's something, especially when somebody was older, I just remember from my parents, it was very difficult. The less they moved, the more less able they were to move.
That's right.
And it was very difficult. Also, though, the chemotherapy is just so debilitating, or can be so debilitating with the nausea and everything like that. That makes it difficult to exercise.
It does, it does. And so what we recommend for people who are actually in treatment and are dealing with fatigue or feeling sick is we say moderate activity. Getting out, going for a walk, starting very slowly, even that is extremely helpful. And the research shows that not only does it help with survival, but it mitigates some of those side effects.
Okay. Well, Aaron Leventhal, thank you so much. The book is The New Fit. Thank you very much for coming in on a Sunday morning.
Thanks for having me.
All right.